Climate change. Climate change is a long-term change in the average weather pattern that have come to define Earth's local, regional and global climates. These changes have broad range of observed effects that are synonymous with the term. Again, climate changes have been shown to be caused by human activities. For example, burning of fossil fuels and other activities described. These activities increases levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which result in an increased temperature of a planet's surface. Changes observed in Earth's climate since the early 20th century are primarily driven by human activities, particularly fossil fuel burning, which increases heat, trapping greenhouse gas levels and Earth's atmosphere, raising Earth's average surface temperature. This is more commonly known as global warming. Also contributing to climate change are natural processes, such as cyclical ocean patterns like El Nino, as well as things like volcanic activity, changes in the tilt of the Earth's axis, and differences in the energy output of the Sun's energy output. Climate data records provided by scientific records identify evidence of climate change indicators. Example, increased temperatures on land and in the oceans. Polar ice reduction. Also noted are changes in intensity and frequency in extreme weather. Therefore, hurricanes, droughts, greater storms, greater floods, greater heat wave, extreme sea level rise, etc., etc. Do you know that your carbon footprint is a measure of the impact your activities have on the amount of carbon dioxide, CO2, produced through the burning of fossil fuels, and is expressed as a weight of CO2 emissions produced in tons? Do you know global warming is the prolonged warming heating of a planet's climate system caused by human factors and noted since around 1850? Since the mid-19th century, our planet's global average temperature has increased by approximately 1 degree Celsius and continues to increase by 0.2 degrees Celsius, 0.36 degrees Fahrenheit with each passing decade. There is evidence to suggest that global warming is caused by human activity since the mid-20th century and is continuing to increase at an alarming rate. The biggest causes of climate change is greenhouse gases, which although are essential to our survival, because so many are now being produced, they are causing the earth to heat too quickly instead of it maintaining an even temperature. Greenhouse gases stem from both natural and human sources and contain gases such as methane, nitrous oxide, and CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. The natural sources are generally caused by changes to ocean temperatures, tilting of the Earth's axis, or earthquakes, but these have little impact compared to human sources. Human production of greenhouse gases can be caused by agriculture, the use of fertilizers containing nitrous oxide to cultivate crops is almost 300 times more powerful than carbon dioxide, CO2. Rearing cattle and other animals is also a problem, as the animals produce methane, which is 30 times more potent than CO2. Burning fossil fuels in ground like coal, gas and oil contain CO2, which when extracted and burned expel the CO2 into the atmosphere, creating thicker blanket of greenhouse gases around the earth, which causes it to be warmer than it should be. Cement production of this material attributes to 2% of all CO2 emissions. Deforestation. Trees are essential for removing and releasing CO2. When trees are felled, they can no longer absorb CO2, so the gas builds up more rapidly. So how do we help to reduce global warming and slow down climate change? Both petrol and diesel cars can produce emissions which destroy climate, as well as increasing air pollution. So, if your journey is only a few miles long, it is recommended that you walk or cycle to your destination. Otherwise, take a bus or train, which are both more environmentally friendly than taking the car. In addition, staying local can reduce your carbon footprint, and avoiding taking flight, particularly long haul, will make a very big difference to this also. Protecting the environment by making changes in your home, like ensuring that your home is sufficiently insulated, or using smart controls or heat pumps which are more eco-friendly. Unplugging appliances when they're not in use, or switching off lights when leaving a room will also save energy and may even help to reduce your bills. Our diet also has a major impact on global warming, as a quarter of the world's greenhouse gas emissions stem from what we eat. As previously discussed, deforestation is harmful to the environment, and much of this is done to increase land on which to keep animals to provide meat and dairy products. In addition, the production of meat generates considerably more carbon dioxide than the cultivation of vegetables and grains. Therefore, it is more beneficial to reduce our consumption of meat and turn instead to a flexitarian, vegetarian, or vegan diet. It should also be noted that approximately 1/3 of the world's food is thrown away, so try to use what you have before buying more and compost organic waste. Reducing a waste, particularly plastic, is less harmful to the environment, and keeping landfill to a minimum is beneficial. Reusing, recycling, and upcycling are ways to reduce the production of new materials and can give new life to items which might otherwise have been thrown away and ended up in landfill. Small changes, such as purchasing more environmentally friendly products, is less harmful to our planet too. So let us all play a part to make this planet a better place, and to make this world a place that is peaceful and is environmentally friendly for everyone to live. Let us save the planet and save the world.